So this is, well, this is the inner wheel tub in the Camaro. Like I said, you're going to find several people out there on YouTube or wherever you look, and everyone has their own way about doing things. At the end of the day, as long as it's done properly and it's a good job, that's all that really matters, and that everything lines up. So, I mean, don't take everything the way I done it 100% the way maybe you'd go about it. This is what it is. This is how I went about it. It worked out. I've done so many cars over the years, I don't know what to tell you. So, anyway, let's take a look. Let's see how it looks, and you'll see. So as I said before, I'm attacking this way for now, putting the wheel tubs on. Now this is your outer wheel tub, which I showed you before, and they join up along here. That's why I got it vice gripped. What I've done now is, let me get in the car here. Yes, the car has bracing underneath, if you're going to ask that question. I know some people are asking. So you can see the original wheel tub right here. These braces weld to it. This is part of your back piece that goes on for your seat that I explained. This piece welds to it. Take lots of measurements, mark it down, write it down, do what you need to do so you know where it is. So when you go to put things together, you can make sure everything lines up. Okay? Now aftermarket parts, I'm going to tell you right now, are always a bitch. They always tend to give you some grief and don't line up exactly 100% like the original, but that's why you cut and adapt and make it work. So I've put this piece in, and then what I did was I set the outer one on it. I just vice gripped it. I made sure that it seemed to look okay, but I can't tell if the outer one's right yet till I put the quarter on. This is why I did not weld the outer one, this one, to the inner one. What I did was vice gripped it, but now I need my vice grips for the other side. Not that I don't only have more than 2 pair, I've got more, but I still need them. So I drilled 3 holes in, put bolts and nuts in, which I will take out later and weld up, which is going to allow me to, you know, take my vice grip off, and that the outer wheel tub's not going to go nowhere. And like I said, we are not welding that on till we can hold the quarter panel up on the car to make sure that the quarter panel is going to line up with it. But I did weld the inner one in. So I've welded it all back here. This is solid. This is for your convertible top, mounts to that. This again is for the back seat rest. I've got that welded in just like it should be. If you see, it's one part here. It's a separate little brace there, which is just like this one. There's the brace, there's the part, there's this piece on, and then I welded this piece on, which holds all this. So that inner wheel tub is on. My next step is basically we're going to start over and start cutting this one on this side and put that one in. What that's going to allow me to do is, before I cut this floor out, this is going to be solidly mounted to this, but these are not, you know, it's going to be mounted there, it's mounted there, and then what I can do is I can run some cross bracing across here to hold everything kind of in place here while I take the floor out. But that there, to go back to the topic, there's your inner wheel tub. Now some people will do mini tubs, and you're asking what a mini tub is. Well, that's where this would be wider, obviously, and you'd cut away some of the floor and you'd put a wider tub in to get a wider tire under there. This gentleman's not doing that, and if he's watching this video, whoops, if he's watching this video, it's too late now, we're not doing that. So there we go. So what I'm talking about on the outside is, you see this wheel arch here on this tub? You got to always be careful. I've showed this in past videos when I've been putting quarter panels and outer wheel tubs on before. I never weld these on first. I kind of, again, I put a couple bolts or I put a couple tacks to hold it in place. Then I hold my quarter up there, because this here, this whole lip has to fit to the quarter panel. I wish I could show you this, but this car came in with no quarters on it. But you can see, and there's your nice, you know, it's fitting flush here. It's looking real good there. I'm very happy with it. I took several measurements. I even measured off the other side, and everything seems to be good. Again, you know, stupid little things like I leave a door on, make sure nothing's moving around where the door is. You know, I've held the trunk lid right there, even though this is going to be cut away. I've made sure the trunk lid is still going on like it should. I've made sure the lines and gaps are still there. So, at the end of the day, it's a little cramped in here, guys, so sorry for the filming. At the end of the day, there you go. We have one inner wheel tub on. So now the chore is to begin cutting the outer wheel tub out of this side to get to the inner wheel tub and starting all over. And here's a quick note to you people. If you see how this lip is bent down? Anyone that doesn't know? Normally the lip would be up, like on that side. You can see over there where the bolts are. Well, on these Camaros, when they made them a convertible, all they did was they took this and they beat it down with a hammer, because when the top folds down it would hit the lip when it was up like that. So they fold them down. So I've got to do the same over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some measurements of this. I'm going to mark it out on there, but I can't bend that over yet because I haven't put the outer tub on, right guys? But I am going to take measurements. So remember, there's a quick little tip right there. All your convertible top guys out there, your wheel tubs are bent down right there. It's just a lip, not a big deal. Who cares? It is what it is. That's the way old GM did it. You can see it's all welded up solid there. It looks just like that side, except it's not in the primer. That's it. Okay, guys. Hopefully you picked up a little something off that video. It's hard for me to film during the day when I'm working. Like I say, I don't have a camera crew here. It's just me, myself, and I. That's it. So there you go. Like I say, take some tips off it. There might be some other guys out there doing it different ways. Might be better ways. I don't know. But this is working for me. And it's always worked for me. And everything always lines up in the end. And that's all that matters. And everything is welded solid. And there's no more rust. So hey, it's always a good time at old time. Thanks for watching. Big thumbs up.